Well, you know, there's a word in Arabic in our region, which is called kullu kalam fadi, which means it's all talk. At this stage, they can talk as much as they want. We don't want a ceasefire agreement. We want ceasefire. That's the real difference. I mean, we did not start this operation. This operation was started by Hamas, who thought that they have a chance to gain something because of election of Israel, because Israel will not respond. And we had to heed our people, our 1 million people in Israel who've been crying for the past 7 years, I would say, I'd say since Hamas took over for the past 5 years, you know, that they can't live under the continuing rocket barrage, being held as hostages by a terrorist organization from Gaza. People can't send their kids to school. Hamas decides when people will go to work. So for us, the talks have no meaning, only for one thing. If there will be a cessation of violence, a cessation of launching of rockets, and they already launched over 1,000 rockets into Israel in the 8 days of the war. The ground operation is an option. Like in the Iranian case, all the options are on the table. But it's not the preferred option. We have no intention whatsoever to reconquer Gaza. We don't want to reoccupy Gaza. My boss, Ariel, Sharon, left Gaza in 2005. Not to return to Gaza, okay? We want to disengage from Gaza. And at the same time, we have no war with the Palestinian people in Gaza. We are not fighting the Palestinian people in Gaza. And therefore, we hope that in 2005, that there will be some understanding. If they don't like us, fine. But they will live in their part, we will live in our part, and will not do anything. At the same time, we continue to supply them with electricity and water all through this war. Now, the issue right now is the people of Israel told the government, enough is enough. Now we want to lead normal daily life like people do in every country in the world, and you know there's a limit to what the people could absorb. And they told the government, go and do whatever is necessary. We will hold on. We will hold on. And anyone who thinks that Israel is going to break doesn't understand the resilience and strength of the Israeli people when they're under attack. The more you attack us, the stronger we become, and people are willing to take the risk. I don't think this recent terrorist attack on the bus in Tel Aviv is going to break down the talks or anything. There hasn't been any cessation of rocket attacks. You know, if they want a ceasefire, they should stop. They started, they should stop. They stop, then we will stop. We will not fire back. Then talking about the future arrangement, that's a different story. This is where the real changes that occurred after the Arab Spring come into play and could benefit both us, Egypt, as well as the moderate Arab countries. You see, you have to understand something about Gaza today. Gaza, after the Arab Spring, is a microcosmos of the Arab world. Everything that is happening in the Arab world, the fight between the various factions, happens in Gaza on a very small scale in 300 square kilometers. and therefore, I'm saying, if we bring all the factors, we bring the moderate Arab leaders from Qatar, the leader from Turkey, and others to be guarantors or to be part of the arrangement, the security arrangement, then there is a hope that through the good offices of Egypt, Egypt could be the probation officer of Hamas, there could be peace and quiet. But this is not for us to decide. This is up for Morsi in Egypt and Hamas and the United States to work out this arrangement. We could be, I can assure you, if there is an arrangement, we will be a very constructive element, a very constructive partner in that arrangement. I think that right after the Arab Spring, of course, many more, I would say, risks were presented to Israel from all parts of I would say, from the Shiite side and even from the radical Sunni Islamist organization. But there's also opportunities. There's also opportunities because I believe that the Arab countries or the Arab societies are searching for a new way. And there is a young generation there. So we could play a very constructive role here, and I think that we can come to an agreement that could satisfy everything. The one thing is someone needs to put Hamas under control. Now, if there will be an agreement that will stop the rockets, that will stop the smuggling of Iranian weapons into this region, you don't understand, the Iranian weapons into this region is like a Trojan horse, not just for us, but for the Egyptians too. And if there will be peace or some sort of a security arrangement, I don't know, you know, for an extended period of time, I'm not saying forever, for an extended period of time, and weapons are blocked, it will block Iran too. So the interest of the other partners who are in this game, particularly the United States, who is bankrolling, who's paying for Morsi and helping him to stay above water and feed his people, and Egypt itself, playing this constructive role, and the Arab countries from the Gulf, or Qatar, or Turkey. That could create, I think, the beginning of a moderate coalition, a coalition of moderate countries that could block Iran. Iran remains the major threat. And even in this conflict, you can see the fingerprints of Iran on every Fajr missile. Every Fajr missile that was launched came from Iran, whether it's Islamic Jihad or whether it's Hamas. The address is on those missiles. And if we stop the flow of missiles, if we stop that, we will also block Iran from re-entering this area. And this could be done if an agreement could be worked out. I would say a multilateral agreement between Israel, Egypt, Hamas being the one that will have to carry the job, fine. And I'm telling Hamas one thing. You claim that you're the sovereign leaders that you are the elected government. Fine, take the responsibility. And the responsibility is not to fire missiles against Israel, but to feed your people. And in that, if you decide to take that action, you'll find that we can help you.